Shalom, shalom. Okay, we're the brothers out here uh, in El Paso, Texas, bringing on this gospel on the highways and the byways to these wicked people, uh, looking to gather the chiefs, the whole building of Yashrala, Israel, or so-called God's name records, Latinos, and also to let these heathens, okay, including the two-third Hebrew Israelites, the so-called God's name records, Latinos, know the judgments of the wicked clean up and all of their work that they have right now going on is going to come to that soon. Before we get started, we turn to the east, give all glory and honor, power, our ship, y'all shine, our ship, our Dutch. Double honors and teachers, elders, and apostles, great also the brothers out there putting on this room, they can feel the CP. Brothers and sisters tuning in, shalom. As usual, right here in this doggone little scummy ass doggone place with these doggone weak and primitive men, okay, and these older border women, okay, that don't know of the danger that they're in here in Great Babylon, America. Let's start off with the book of Romans 12 and 19. It says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give thanks unto God, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay them, said the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach." So the Lord has let us know, even though that we're on the highway to byway crying daily of the injustice and all of the pillage and rape and the oppression that's being done by this wicked devil, Esau, the so-called white man that these doggone people love so doggone much, that he is the one that's going to be taking vengeance. The Great Babylon America is going to be destroyed real soon. So as you see, we have these people, they come up, they rather look at a car that's for sale rather than inquiring about the word that's going on. Because why? The Lord has raised up what? The simple, okay? What the world will call stupid. Man that people don't listen to. See, nobody listens to the so-called black man, especially when the so-called black man is bringing on something that is not, part of this Babylonian, okay, way of life, which is what? Wickedness, silliness, stupidness, those type of things like that. So we're bringing up the scriptures and the word of Yahshua Mashiach, or the highway and byway. So of course, this is not exciting to them, and this is why this is that stand that the Lord has put up. Because what? This is not for everybody. Okay, and you doggone two-third niggas out there, you spits and you wetback, you doggone cowards, okay, riding around your metal coffin, okay, believe that you're badass, but in reality, you don't know that the so-called white man right now is preparing your damn death. Go ahead,
Right. There's a scripture you mentioned. This is our 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 20, start at verse 25. It says, because the foolishness of the Most High God, Yahweh, is wiser than men, and the weakness of the Most High God, Yahweh, is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, because the flesh profit nothing, but the spirit quickeneth them. Meaning what? The spirit makes alive. And the Holy Spirit can only dwell within the elect. Okay? That's why we come out here to fish for the elect. We send in Jeremiah 6 chapter, because his word is shut up to everybody else. Here's the point. 1 Corinthians 1:27. For the Most High God, Yahweh, hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High God, Yahweh, hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. See that? The Most High Yahweh has chosen the weak things of the world, okay, what is perceived to be weak, to confound the things which are mighty. Yeah, the things go ahead. The things that when it mentions the things that are mighty, that is the things that are highly esteemed. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like the lust of eyes, the body. You know what I'm saying? Using gymnasium as an example. You got harlots coming in there, the titties all out, despite them having husbands, provoking other men. That's madness and wickedness, man. Absolutely. See, this is the perversion spoke about in Isaiah 19:14 that's been further normalized. As a matter of fact, I woke up this morning to a damn transformer complaining about how down in the state of Tennessee, I believe the state of Tennessee is one of the only states that is banned. They banned transformers from pretty much coming to the schools. Yeah, because these damn sick perverts are more concerned about what's in between the legs of these young children and what's in between their ears. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's Esau for you, man. That's what we're promoting here, man. Okay, debauchery, okay, perverseness, okay, sodomy, okay, adultery, okay, philia, okay. That's why they got a damn pedo in office right now. It's all done by design, and nothing is done by coincidence, man. Okay, know. So these are things of the might. Okay, geopolitics, geoeconomics, the military-industrial complex, which is why people, are thinking they're pondering on how possibly America could fall in war, because they have been indoctrinated to believe that American military is flawless.
No, it's weak as fuck. Okay, I can tell you from experience from serving inside of it. Right now, one of the reasons why they can't recruit people because real men are not going to join that devil and garbage. When you're going to have a military force and you're going to have Bill Gates come out, okay, with this doggone men that are risking their lives for this doggone sort of like freedom, okay, they're going to leave. Okay, it's weak. Okay, 60% of the doggone Army, okay, Marine, Navy, and Air Force, okay, they identify themselves as doggone LGBTQ, okay, from commanders all the way down to the lowest enlisted. So the Lord has one thing for this doggone place. We've seen it right here, which that judgment, we stir up those means to go and destroy this place, because those are not men that you think right there. So don't go out there and thank these people for their service, okay? Don't thank them for their doggone service. All right, because they're gonna die in the next doggone war. They're not gonna be fighting some doggone little Mogadishu 90-pound man, okay, or these so-called third world countries that have no defense against them. And when America usually go into the war, they usually take about 25 of their doggone allies for them, which these allies is gonna hate this war, okay. So this place is gonna be on its own. It's not what y'all think it is, okay. Let's see how this looks like.
Point. Mind me, speaking of that, Zelensky had recently came out and went viral with a video, where he mentioned that if Ukraine loses the war, which you're going to fucking lose, they're already losing. They've already lost, and they can't beat Russia, even with NATO infiltration down there and involvement, okay, and support, military support on behalf of NATO. They can't win in regards to Ukraine, but nonetheless, Zelensky had mentioned how America's sons and daughters will have to fight in Ukraine and die. That's what he said out of his mouth.
Yep.
You know, because nobody with a roundabout way, what he was saying is that there's going to be a mandatory draft, man.
Yep.
They're being the Ukrainian forces being slaughtered over there, man. Okay, well over 100,000 men have been slaughtered, and women and children, but mainly men, fighting on the battlefront for Esau's proxy war to Ukraine down in Ukraine. That's why recently Ukraine had to retreat from that region, Ukrainian region, Bakhmut, the Bakhmut region. Okay, and so in the midst of China and Iran being further revealed, I wouldn't say exposed, further revealed, to be supplying America and Russia with military equipment, that further confirms that they're blatantly declaring war against the whole America. That's because of that wine, because of that sobering up of the wine of America spoken about in Jeremiah the 50 and 51st chapter. Man. Okay, because these nations get tired of this devil. Man. That's why in the 16th chapter speaks about how the Heavenly Father is going to allow these nations to further defile the brightness of Esau. Okay? Through thermonuclear destruction and radiation to these 200 million thermonuclear missiles, man. Prophesied in Revelation, the 9th chapter. But this last World War, Armageddon one, okay, is on the horizon. Okay, it's going to happen in our lifetime, man. We hear these war guns being louder and louder. As soon as the devil institutes the chip, okay, the mandatory implementation of the chip, okay, all right. Probably put it like right here, but I'll just stand closer. But anyway, like I was saying, so once Esau implements the chip, the mandatory implementation of the chip to be rolled out, okay, then that's when the nukes will start flying. That's one of the things keeping the nukes from flying right now. And the people, you can frown all you want, but when you see a thermonuclear missile before your eyes, the Heavenly Father is going to put the remembrance of your sights of us in your minds. That's right. And he's going to have you put two and two together, okay, to realize, I think it's Ezekiel 33:33, that what? A prophet was amongst you people there, okay? Okay, and that the Heavenly Father was trying to communicate to you, dumbass, but you As brother was saying earlier, this word is not for you. This word was never for you, man. Okay? And that's the scary thing about Yahweh Shemeshah. Okay? That how he can smite the mind of people with blindness and madness, man. Like it says in Deuteronomy 28:28. Okay? This is over in the second chapter. That's why a lot of people that die without the love of the truth.
That's right. This is the book of Ezekiel 33:33. It says, when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. See, right now, what the Lord has done, he set man up like us, okay? We don't have a three-piece suit. Every time you have somebody come up to us and ask us, like, hey, where's your church? Okay, where's the building? Because why? The state of these people's mind is what? They're at a low-level state because they think what Esau traditionally put in them. You have to have big audience, the speakers, the big TV screen, all the special effects and hoopla and a suit, and somebody who's well spoken and polished or just speaking absolute nonsense. Because Joel Osteen, okay, Kirk Dollar, TD Snakes, and all the rest of these doggone these false prophets out there don't know a clue of exactly what's written in the scripture. Okay, so the prophets of old, if they knew anything about it, because you have some of these people that go, oh well, that's the Old Testament and all that stuff like that. Okay, because they don't understand about what? Well, you can read precept upon precept, line by line. Okay, you don't read this Bible from Genesis all the way to Revelation. This is not how it's done. Okay, and so the Lord set it up that way because at the end of times He's going to have His prophet men that He deemed, that He deemed worthy to bring out this truth in the highway and the byway. And those men are ones you see right here right now. We don't look like anything. We are the prophets of old. Okay, and that's why when these things start happening, you people are going to be like freaking out, like, what the hell is that? Okay. Now, for you Jakes that are like these Edomites, okay, let me tell you exactly what's going on with them. Listen to Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare a slaughter for children for the iniquity of their fathers. Now, they'll all come to you if I was to spin this sign around and show you the slave sign. Okay, so what happened to us in Deuteronomy 28 where we were brought over here, into slavery, okay, we were remain in oppression for the entire time we were here, right up to this very day, okay, and those oppression comes from the hanging and lynching from the trees, those oppression comes from the lack of being able to be financially stable in this nation. Yeah, but you can go for example, okay, they show Jake holding up signs saying we need our student loan forgiven for us because why? We got ourselves in doggone debt and we wound up in the same job that we had before we went to doggone college, okay, that pipe dream that Esau sells you, okay. And it says that they do not rise, nor possess it, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay? So the only thing that's going to be coming, you don't want so-called white people, okay, you don't want Edomites, okay? It's going to be what? Sort of. And that's a commandment from the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, okay? He is telling us to slaughter your ass. And this is going to be taking place during the time when we're in the kingdom, okay? Where your only duty you will have in the kingdom is what? Hardcore, miserable slavery. Let me put it to you this way. Who's that guy? Charles Schwab, who came over and said that and by 2030, you will own nothing and you will be happy. In the kingdom, Esau, you will own nothing and you will be miserable. Let me repeat that again. In the kingdom, Esau, so-called white people, you will own nothing and you will be miserable. Extremely miserable. Okay? That's what's going to take place right there. So Jake is going on like that. Hold hands, you want to be called by Yah, all of a sudden they got peace, peace, peace. The Lord did not come to bring peace, He came to bring a sword, and that's why we come on the highway and the byway to let you all know there's a sword coming for you. We're throwing our hands up in the air, and we're praising, we're calling the Lord, God, Yah, Bashim, Yashai, Bashem, Rakakadash, bring the sword on this wicked place, Saddam, this doggone little pissy ass town, El Paso.
Baba Shah soon, like it says in Psalm 94 chapter. How long, O Lord?
Yeah.
Like how long, oh Lord? Like how long,
How long do we have to stand by and do this at? You get brothers that are sick, okay? You get these people expecting to get into the kingdom. Don't put no work in whatsoever. You get these little doggone little sodomite men, these are feminine men in their damn vehicle, okay? They're not going to stand out here on the byway. They actually hide behind the so-called Negroes that they hate so much. And I'm talking to you damn spicks, you doggone, you call yourself Mexicans and South Americans, okay? Northern Kingdom. But you're not gonna be able to hide behind the doggone so-called black man. You're gonna be stepping out there on your doggone own when the doggone so-called white man Esau step his game up and start slaughtering y'all. This is exactly what Trump's plan is. Okay, for you wall jumpers, man. And that's what they do y'all us. Okay, go ahead.
There's the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 8. It says, verse 6. This is Job chapter 20, verse 5. Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Okay, and this devil's hypocrisy is part of his, that's part of his viral profane spirit, man. That's why the Russian foreign minister Sergei Lavrov was pretty much calling out America's hypocrisy over the whole Ukrainian situation. How Russia is supposedly on the offensive against Ukraine on behalf of the rhetoric from the U.S. media. Like from U.S. Secretary Anthony Blinken recently, when he had that discussion with Sergei Lavrov at the G20 summit. And he was saying how he urges Sergei Lavrov and Russia, to consider America's proposal of peace, but you didn't fucking want peace because you the one who invaded Ukraine to overthrow that government. That anti-American government back in 2014 through that coup. Okay, all right, all for the buildup. Okay, to further use that Ukrainian region as a proxy against Russia to further set up missiles on their border. So they're actually on the defense, not the offensive, man. Okay, and that's a great example of the hypocrisy of America, man. To further paint themselves to be heroes, man. That's why they call themselves white. Okay, symbolic of pure, holy, blameless, spotless. Okay, honorable. And they're being exposed as a complete opposite. Because you cannot be made white by the Holy Spirit if the Holy Spirit is not dealing with you. That's the only way you can become white. You can be made white, baptized in the Holy Spirit. Okay, so you enter this Passover period. Okay, all right. Only the nation of Israel can be baptized into a new holy creature. Okay, because we're tied to the Heavenly Father through the Holy Covenant, man. Yeah, that we perpetually broke. That's why we're under the grace period right now, man. All right, to rehearse the righteous laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh by Shemer Shah, man. That's not a lecture for the rest of the heathen nation, especially Edomites, man. Okay, so continuing on, Job 20 and 6. Though his excellency mounts up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung, like his own feces, his own shit. That's why in Revelation 11:8 says their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of Egypt. Like dung, like shit. And there be so many dead bodies as a result of the civil war over scarcity of resources, okay, and other plagues like famine, okay, wild beasts devouring these wicked ass people, okay, the fowls of the air, okay, putting people to death, gnawing their eyes out, okay, all right, it's especially these people being put to death and destroyed, okay, by way of thermonuclear missiles, man. So it's twofold. These people are already spiritually dead. Now that death's gonna be manifested, man. Yeah, right. See, Babylon, and see. Speaking of Babylon, let me read this right here. That up. Job 20 and 8. Here's a point. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Yeah, Esau's gonna fly away like a vision of the night, man. Yeah, right. This so-called American dream. Like I said, a pipe dream.
Pipe dream. This is the long miserable ass place right here. Okay? So you can see, let's go into this here. Because see, this is for you Jakes. Okay? I like to bring it on to you damn Jakes. You see, you Jakes living in doggone La La Land. This is the book. This is the book of Leviticus 26. It's the book of Leviticus 26, starting with verse 13. And it says, I am the Lord, your God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, that ye should not be their bondmen. I have broken the bands of your yoke and made you upright. And if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes or ye shall hold my judgment, so that ye will not do any of my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will appoint terror over you. And who's that terror? That terror is none other than the so-called white man that you don't want people worship. Okay? Let me put it to you this way. I don't care how they smile on your damn face. It's your enemy. It's your oppressor. Okay? And he is the whipping stick of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? The so-called white man. Okay? And we're not talking about Joe Sixpack. Okay, these worthless piece of shit crafters over here, man. We're talking about the real killers. So they're the ones that wear suits, the ones that sitting up in some cave right now, calling some little boy, some little girl. But yes, they have laws in this country Okay, they're talking about the fact that you have to wait till a woman is 18 years old before you could actually marry her. In the meantime, their girlfriends and boyfriends are like 6 months old, like 3 years old. Okay, and the prophecy that is placed, it says, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning out that shall consume the eyes and sore of the heart, and you shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it, which is exactly what happened to us during the time of what? Slavery. Okay? Our enemies ate everything that we did. We did all the work. Okay? And you see that happen right now. You go into Amazon, the majority of the people talking stuff Amazon, those are jakes, okay, working their ass off. I mean, working their ass off. The average time that you work at Amazon is about a year if you're lucky. Burnt out. Okay? In the meantime, Bezos is getting richer and richer and richer and richer. Okay, while Jake is continuing to get poor and poor. And it says, and I will set my face on against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies, they that hate you, to reign over you. Who's that? The so-called white man, your earthly God that you love so much. And ye shall flee when none pursueth you. And if you will not hearken to these unto me, then I will punish you 7 more times for your sin. Now listen to this very carefully. It says, and I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron and your earth as brass. We are a very proud nation. Okay, us so-called blacks and American left, some very proud people. And we strut. I mean, we the only people that can be broke as fuck. Okay, don't have a part to piss in, but yes, so we can walk with our heads up. These other nations don't do that because see, the only way the power and the wealth, the power of the so-called white man is his wealth. If you take that away from him, and these will fall apart, and that's the same thing with these other nations. Okay, and that is why that's going to come tonight when was it Revelations 13, verse 16, with the when he calls it all, both small, great, and rich and poor, receive a mark. This is going to be the game changer right here. These people don't understand what the hell is going on. Okay, that money you have in the bank right now, hey, spend that shit as fast as you can. Okay, spend that shit as fast as you can. Don't think you get that shit for 20 more years. We are measuring the time right now. We truly don't believe Great Babylon America has 20 more years. At least not the way it looks right now, where we can come on the highway and byway and do this work. Okay, it's gonna be a whole different picture because when they implement this and tell you you gotta go to get this money in your head and your forearm, okay, that's gonna be a game changer. We see what you doggone people really made of it. It says, I also will send wild beasts among you, and shall rob you of your children, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in numbers, and your highways should be desolate. Okay, and so the Lord continue on there about the contrary of being contrary, which is contrary is what? Opposite of what He desires for you to be, which is what? Okay, the love of the Lord is us being obeying His statutes and commandments. Now today this evening is going to be the Sabbath. It's a Sabbath, and then we've got the Passover, which Jake's some don't know about it. They don't know it, nor do they care. Okay, they don't understand that this time that we're going into right now is not a time of work. This is a time when Balak was put to damn death. This is before he was put to death. Okay, and he knew it. He knew what he came down on earth for, and he was going to put to death. What's out here is these Jakes here with the little dog speeding up trying to impress man. Okay, riding around their double metal coffin. Okay, not understanding the great danger that they're in because they don't give a crap because Jesus is going to save their ass. I'm just telling you, doggone people right now. Okay, wake up because all these houses around here are going to get burned down real soon. Okay, all these little doggone little paper houses around here is going to get burned down soon. The Lord is going to start that free food that Jake has been used to getting from Esau. Okay, when he take away that staff of bread. Okay, all of those who would cling on to Esau and help Esau oppress us. Okay, through lies and deceit. Jesse Jackson. Okay, Al Sharpton, all the rest of them. Okay, this man is going to turn on you. He's going to say, you owe taxes. Oh, you didn't pay this. You seen what they've done. They're exposed. Okay? You seen it happen over and over. Go ahead, Al.
Right. And just to elaborate on the brother's point, the fact that these people don't know what adversity is. They don't because in America, Babylon the Great teaches people to be entitled. So that's why this is the only doctrine in the world, okay, that forces people to hold themselves accountable for their actions. Because if your actions are fruitful, that can be a detriment to your life, man. See, and how I understood that. That's why Baba Shah can grab 1 Peter 2:22. That's why he was our perfect example. It says example in the scriptures. He was our perfect, example, okay, of conquering his flesh, because his flesh is fucking wicked, man. And that's why in St. John 6:63 says the spirit quickeneth and the flesh profiteth nothing. Okay, so when we come into this truth, we're further reminded that spiritual warfare starts with self. Pursuing 1st and 2nd Corinthians 13:5, it says I'm supposed to examine ourselves daily, man. So when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he understood how severe, his sacrifice is gonna have to be. That's why there's a term called hematohydrosis. Hematohydrosis is when you're so anxious that you sweat blood, and that's what I'm a lock my second house chat. Okay, so that reminds me, of that scripture. Where they asked him, he asked him, can you drink with my cup? See, I'm going to get a second.
All right, this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 20, verse 21. It says, "For even hereunto were ye called, because Yahweh Shai also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his step, who did not sin, neither was God found in his mouth." Right. So the only person who actually didn't sin really was Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay. So he set up an example for us, and how to live our life. Now, can we compare ourselves to him? Absolutely not. Okay. He was created by Yahweh Shai, a mini version of him. He in turn created us, a mini version of him. So we are a mini version of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So of course we can't do, okay, we're many gods. We can't be like, okay, how our God created us. But at the same time too, we got to rehearse the righteous acts, okay, do our best to follow the commandments and statutes of Yahweh Shai, okay, which is what he said, because he was the only one, okay, that actually couldn't do it. Okay, so go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse. Grab 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. All right, and it reads. All right, it reads 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. It is a faithful thing, it's like it is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. Meaning what? The burden of our sin, okay, the burden of our iniquity, which is compound sin, sin upon sin, died upon the shoulders of Hamashai Yahushai, man. Okay, and that's why that I believe it's in St. Luke, the 19th chapter, or it might be in another chapter in St. Luke, where the Heavenly Father cannot look upon Yahweh Shai, because all that filth that Yahweh Shai had on him from the burden of our sins, of him having to die for our sins, man. So we died with him, meaning what? The burden of our sins died with Hamashai Yahushai. That's why we're in this grace period, man. So we're ever indebted to this man for what he did for our nation, man. That's so right. For niggas to say, for Jake to say that worshiping Yahushai's idolatry is like them being a fulfillment of Hebrews 6:6, where it mentions how those same men are men with desire for Yahweh to go back on the cross and die afresh, because they decided his sacrifice.
You know something? If Jacob was talking that foolishness, right? Why is it that in all these normal churches, and especially doggone J churches, why do you have a doggone picture of a doggone pasty pale face, fucking red demon called Jesus Christ? Obviously, you are worshiping, exalting this man, so that's worship. Right? Almost all that prayer has to do with doggone Jesus. Sweet Jesus. Jesus. Christmas is all about who? Jesus. Okay? We know about Santa Claus, but it's always about Jesus away in the manger. No crap on his head. The Lord Jesus lay down and sweet bed. I don't know any doggone song, but y'all know what I'm getting at, right? So how is it that they can say that, but then turn around and say you're not supposed to worship Yahweh Mashiach? Wasn't everything created by him, for him, and without him, no nothing was created?
See, you don't see. That's a perfect example of the scripture where Yahushua said, "So that's American when you know what you worship." Now, this is more so geared towards you, Jake, that know you're Jake, like it says in 1 Peter the 4th chapter. That says, "How judgment must begin at the house of at the sanctuary of Yahweh Shemi Shafar." Because now like Sakari, for example, Sakari will say, "Oh, you don't have to worship. Oh, worshiping Yahushua is idolatry." You're a fucking spiritual retard for saying that. You're an imbecile for saying that, because and that's blasphemy. For for the fact that Yahushua created you.
Yeah.
And did he not say in St. John the 14th chapter, that he's mediated between us and the Father?
That's right.
That's why Apostle Paul mentioned how this gospel is the ministry of reconciliation between Yasha'Allah and Yahweh. So, in essence, by default, we cannot worship Yahweh without worshiping Yahushua, man, because it's ordered, like it says in 1 Corinthians 11 chapter. Point blank period, whether like and understand and believe, accept it or not, man. You see that? So this is why back in 2 Timothy 2:12 it says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. You see? So like it says in St. Luke 19:27, for all those who refuse to accept Yahushua said, bring them here and slay them before me. Bring them hither and slay them before me. Cut the fucking heads off, man. So it further confirms that Yahushua he's a very austere, mighty warrior, not a fucking squeaky clean, clean shaven faggot with a long stringy dog hair. Okay, you know, giving off that damn that peaceful vibe.
And I can line back on what you're saying here. Okay, this is the book of. Okay, for those of you, especially those of you just tuning in, this is the book of Colossians, chapter 1, starting. We're going to start off with verse 11. It said, "Strengthened with all might according to His glorious power, unto all patience and all suffering and joyfulness, giving thanks unto the Father which had made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, who had delivered us from the power of darkness and had translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. Listen to this. In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sin, who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature." So you see that? We have to go through the Son, okay? And it says, "For by him were all things created, and that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible." So shit you can't even see, which is what? Third, fourth, fifth dimension. You can't even see that stuff. These sort of signs have not even touched even 1% of what the Lord Yahushua and Mashiach has created. All right? This doggone peckle cracker has not touched any doggone thing. Yes, I said it, you damn imbecile driving your doggone metal coffin. It says, "And in whether there be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him." Okay? I think it's the elder brother from Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy. He always come and say, if you ever was to see an angel in their true form like that, you'll give up the ghost. Yeah. You drop dead. And they're standing in the front of Yahushua, okay, trembling and shaking. And Yahushua admitted to his disciples, Sam, that there's one greater than him, okay, which is the Father, okay? Everything you see here on this earth belongs, and in the space and whatever doggone imagination we have on the way we watch in Esau or whatever case in this movies and shit. Guess who created all of that? Yahushua Mashiach. Okay? So that is a power to be worshipped. You Jakes will come on and say that, okay? Like Sakari will come on and say that. But yet still he's the doggone one that will take the bag from the doggone from a freaking doggone base man, the base of man. Okay, a bag and worship him. Because your whole entire YouTube channel, dude, is about freaking impressing Esau. Let's just get to the bottom of it, man. All right? You're about impressing Esau and these doggone Edomites. That's what you're really about. Because they turn around, they click that little dollar sign on your damn channel and drop 50 cents or $1 or $2, showing you just what a lower state you are, that you gotta earn your living to hook and crook, man. Okay? You don't have no skill set. You don't bring no value to the doggone ministry. Not a damn thing, and you're a joke and you're soft like cat shit, dude. I'll tell you that over and over and over and over. Okay? I would have loved to have met you in the world meet you when I was in the world. Okay? I really would have. Because I would have tested your metal and see what you actually made of, man. Why not?
This book of St. Matthew, chapter 3, verse 16. It reads, "And Yahushua, when he was baptized, went up straightway out of the water, and lo, the heavens were opened unto him, and he saw the Spirit of the Most High God, Yahweh, descending like a dove, and lighting upon him." Verse 17, "And lo, a voice from heaven saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." But after John the Baptist baptized Mashiach Yahushua, our forefather John the Baptist witnessed, who's Elijah the prophet, okay, in reincarnation, okay, saw or witnessed Yahweh Shai. He witnessed a voice coming from heaven, which in essence, okay, was Abunah Yahweh, okay, proclaiming the glory of his son, saying, "I'm well pleased." Listen to him, like it says in Exodus 23 and 21. He commanded us to listen to this main angel, okay, with his name and the angel's name. Who's that angel talking about? The same angel spoke about in the book of Hebrews, the first chapter, second chapter. That's Yahweh. Okay, that's why he's well pleased with him. And so we cannot do anything without Yahweh. We can't, our prayers, including our prayers being heard, having our prayers being heard. Okay, you see, if Yahweh don't co-sign on it, and it's case in point, Yahweh is like an ultimate lawyer. Abunah Yahweh may not want to do something for us because we pissed him off, or whatever the case may be. But Yahweh make it say, no, listen. He's been fighting for you. He's been doing such and such for you. He's been doing such as he's been laboring. He's been faithful. Yeah, he fucked up here, but give him some leeway here. Give him some leeway. Through a little bit of leniency, or whatever the case may be. I could imagine that conversation, man. Okay, many a times. Abunah Yahweh. We think Yahweh Shah is austere. Abunah Yahweh. We can't even understand how austere Abunah Yahweh is.
Oh yeah, he totally would destroy. People don't understand right there. Esau is got y'all play because this faggot, okay, brings his jingle bell fucking doggone mindset to you doggone people. Understand? Okay, the nature of the Lord. How about you now, Shai? Okay, he doesn't give a shit. Imagine you can just speak things into existence. Okay, do you really have to have respect for anything like that? He's amused by us. I mean, he's amused. Okay, so the Lord Yahushua Mashiach made sure that he took at least 1/3, okay, of all creation for himself, and that's the ones who's going to be saved. So the other two dirtbag is part of those extras that's going to be playing in this movie, which is what? Okay, the hollering and the screaming. When you go into the book of Revelations 14, verse 6, it says, "And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, unto every nation and kindred and tongue, and people saying with a loud voice." So this is not going to be some secret thing. This warning is coming on the highway in the Bible. We don't come out here and whisper. We ain't hiding in no damn corner in the damn field under some bush, braying like a damn donkey. Right. Okay? It's windy as hell out here. Okay? The breeze are blowing. Okay, but we come out here on the highway in the Bible because why? We are commanded by the Lord to do this. Right? Okay? We are commanded by the Lord to do this. These people wish they had the doggone balls and the nutsack of the two men standing up right here. We are lions and these are doggone, they're not even doggone little kittens, man. All right? And it says, saying with a loud voice, fear, power, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of the water. Well, who made that? Yahushua Mashiach made it. He created everything. So who's coming back, okay, to bring around on this earth? Yahushua Mashiach. Okay? Again, that's who we got. That's be fair, our king. Right. We sick. The brother here is sick. I just got off of my sickness. So basically, I'm still sick, really. Okay? But we're going to come out here on the highway. But we can't wait to get back out here on the spot where we couldn't come out for the last couple of weeks. Okay? Because we're not couch prophets, okay? We come out here and we bring out these damn people, let these people doggone know your enemy is a so-called white man that will hang your ass from a tree, the punk, the black, okay? You didn't get nailed to the cross with gentle nail, gently to the cross, and they cuddle him and bathe him afterwards and all that stuff. No, they hung him from a tree. That's because that's why. That's a common way they kill Negroes.
They torture him alive, man.
They torture him.
Can you imagine having a fucking nail? Hell,
and those nails weren't like what you see in Home Depot. These are big, thick shit, man.
They took a fucking hammer or whatever they use.
They use a wallet crap like fucking doggone big old thing. What you see like in that video game God of War. We take them big fucking axe thing there with a big blunt thing end. Okay, they brutalized him because you can imagine they did not like a so-called Negro walking around at that time. You have all these Caesars and all these people. Okay, these faggots in power. Okay, and he's saying. He's the power. He's God. He's the redeemer. He's gonna break this place down. You can imagine that, okay? So they did not like that. So they couldn't wait to bring him and put him to death. No different than today. They're gonna start persecuting us. It's just gonna be a matter of time, okay, before they start persecuting us. And I'm looking at this camera and tell these crackers right now, okay? There ain't nothing great Babylon I fucking need or want. I already lived my life like that. The ups and downs, or whatever kids, there was more downs than ups. Okay, fuck it, Esau. Okay, if that's the way we have to go, then so be it. But we can tell you right now, there's a damn thing you can do to the prophets and let your Yahushua Mashiach made that case. So fuck you, Biden. Fuck you, Trump. And fuck all you damn crackers out there that think that you're gonna do something. I dare you to stop and do something. You're not gonna do it, right? The Lord has a judgment for this doggone wicked doggone place, and you people doggone well know it. You want to hide with your head up your ass because you just don't want to face the doggone truth. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of fornication. Pure, absolute fucking wickedness. Which is what? This bullshit here with you doggone fat nigga bitches that are shaking your rumpy, stink, fucking foul smelling ass and shit, twerking, okay? And you doggone women that keep coming on Akium.com Facebook page like that, okay? Nobody, not one of us wants to buy your damn pussy, so stop fucking doing it. I delete you, I block you, okay? Nobody wants to buy your rancid pussy. Let me put it to you this way. You're going to want to give that shit away, all right? This is going to happen to your son in that car right there. See, your dad is feminine. He's not going to tell you or correct your ass to that, all right? He's going to have you in a doggone field that chasing a damn soccer ball because you can have a future here in Great Babylon, America. This is what's coming. This is the whole thing. This is the future right here. Look at it. This is the future. All right? Go ahead,
Yeah, this is book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And it reads, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body. Because we understand that the resurrection of the saints is near. This is why they banned TikTok. Okay? But the famine of word is near. That's right. See? So they want to, we're at the time of heavy censorship. So they want to censor every manner of speech that is contrary to the satanic New World Order doctrine.
Yep.
Okay? All the intricacies of it, man. Yep. You see? So now, and then who's their main threat? Are the prophets of Yasharahla, man. Okay? Not these so-called whistleblowers and whatnot. They're so-called truthers. Okay?
Just I'm out there just 1 second out. This is the microchip that's going to be embedded in your hand. We have to go on YouTube and say MOTB. No, it's the mark of the damn beast. It's going in your doggone hand. All right? It's the mark of the beast. Okay? We can't say the word, the B word, okay? On YouTube, yes, so these Edomites can have their own redacted and doggone all these other channels could come out and speak against it. They don't get that. They don't get stopped for medical misinformation. But as soon as we even mention a damn word, we get oppression. That's oppression, and that's why I see it says oppression makes the doggone make the wise man angry. Okay, and we are the wise men because that's hypocrisy in its worst way. Channels after channels after channels can come out and they can speak against it. They can talk, and that's what. That's being those are scholars or philosophers. When men dress in sackcloth, go on the highway and the byway, come on and say it, okay? Something's wrong with it, and we can shadow ban, and we can shadow ban and take you off of that. Because you know why? Because we're bringing the scripture that comes along with it. They know exactly who we are, okay? They know exactly who we are. And let me give you a message here, just so you damn people at doggone YouTube know, okay? Next time you strike my channel, let y'all. That's my appeal to the media. You might be sitting down and think you have a doggone job, okay? But roughly paraphrasing, it says those who help it, okay, the wickedness, you're going to get destroyed and taken down too, okay? So these people don't give a crap about you. You analysts who sit down watching our videos and you decide that we're putting on medical misinformation or we're doing all this other stuff. That same snare is going to catch your ass too because the so-called white man is a devil. You can't trust the devil. Okay, and that goes to all you doggone other tribes out there because most of the people working for YouTube are you doggone Edomites, man. You doggone Indians, okay? And you damn Moabites, you doggone Gooks. Most of y'all working for doggone YouTube. I know that for a fact because I was in the damn Bay Area. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
This is Isaiah. Actually, no, let me grab this one. This is This is Proverbs 11:21. And it reads, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Who's the seed of the righteous? All right, the nation of Israel, like it says in Jeremiah, the 9th chapter. Okay, like it says in 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter, about the royal priesthood. Okay, the noble vine. Okay, the noble vine is the apple of the Most High's eye, the elect. Okay, and those are the men of the 144,000 specifically, the highways and hedges. Okay, being used by Yahweh, by Shemishai, by Shemikakadash to tear down the strongholds and stumbling blocks of the wicked elite. Central Prime Bank accounts, man. That's why you so follow luminaries and become household names. We're not worried about you striking. First of all, we don't need your fucking platform. How you fucking compromising the health of people with that shit. That's fucking poison. Okay? You know, they were having a discussion about that at work. I was just quiet. I already knew. I'm not saying shit. I already know. Okay?
There it is right here.
Done.
All right?
And it's a prelude to this. That's why down there people haven't been able to do certain things, including shop without it. Like down there in Canada, when they were freezing the bank accounts of truckers. Okay, because they were protesting. Okay, and they were freezing their bank accounts. That's fucking treacherous as fuck, man.
That is treacherous.
You know, all right. That's why they've been having different trial runs. Like back in 2019, people were not able to withdraw the money from ATMs.
That's right.
Because ultimately they want to replace ATMs with ITMs. Yes. Or, you know, with your digital banking. And to promote what? Another precursor to the mark of the beast, which is the microchip. That's right. And that's central banking digital currencies where they can use this technology to regulate the human experience, man.
That's right.
By monitoring what you view on the internet, what kind of transactions, you know what I'm saying, that you indulge in, and who you congregate with, okay? You know, every manner of life will be on this technology, man. Okay, they plan on inserting inside of people, man. Okay, and that goes against that's contrary to the instruction in scriptures, pursuant to Leviticus 19:28. We're not supposed to get anything pricked into our skin.
Damn right.
Okay, so you guys are like ISCPK, you other clowns, IUIC, who said it was given okay, the green light for your congregation. That's blood in your hands. That's not going to go unaccounted for.
Yeah, this gonna go, and you're gonna get it, Nate. You're gonna get it. You, the other little bishop, little freaking on Benjamin guy, and the other little proud ass demons right there. Especially when you see guys come and kick your ass, you come up watching show, man. Okay, and they're gonna come and kick your ass. Okay, they're going to. I'll be honest with you, and I get this from a perspective like this from a person who served. Okay. If I see you doggone niggas marching like that, I'd be like, man, I can't wait. I just need a general to give an order so just a little squad of us can go and see what y'all made out of. Like that. Because y'all a bunch of doggone, y'all. I don't get it with y'all, man. This is the book of Isaiah 5, 7 verse 11. It says, woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink that continue until night, till wine inflame them. So, Sakari, we know your channel is all about entertaining the doggone so-called white man and the doggone 2/3 idiots, okay? And we know IUIC, you like to be seen a man, which is doggone the press, these doggone Edomites, okay, for the most part, because y'all are getting paid from them, okay, and the same thing with Wi-Fi and the rest of them. And we're not even going to go into these doggone Christian church and these evangelistic church. I mean, they're not even worthy of even being mentioned. This we're talking about those of you who actually understand and know, okay, who we are. You know the real name of the Lord Yahweh Shem. You know it. You know what you were supposed to do. We're supposed to set our eyes on what? Mount Seir, right? Okay? But because you're bringing all this contention, brothers have to go and spend a lot of time, okay, to reprove you guys, rebuke you guys, and to make sure the sheep is not mind fucked by you guys, okay? And then rather than prophesying the destruction that's going to come on our enemy, because that's the simultaneous things we have to do in this truth. Okay, we can't let you just go and come up with that foolishness and not address that. Okay, so you can see we care about our nation. We care about the 130 left. We're not concerned with you niggas down here screaming. Okay, when the Lord bring out those vile judgments and those bold judgments, and we sitting on the chariot, okay, drinking that doggone thousand year yang yang, okay. So y'all following a strong drink, y'all still believe this place is gonna go through. You're still looking for your luxury house, your luxury car, okay. You still following these doggone whores and stuff like that. Like, where you impress these whores and eat them? Oh, all you gotta do is just have some money in your hand, okay. You don't care what you look like, because see, they don't look at the substance and the quality of the man. Okay, right. All they look at is what you got in your hand like that. Okay, I just tell you like that. I never really was attracted to doggone little nigga bitch to begin with. Anyways, like, I've never even dated one. Okay, but that's neither here and there. Let's continue here. This is continuing on. It says, and the harp and the ball and the tabret and pipe and wine are in their feast, but they regard not the work of the Lord. The harp you need to consider the operation of his hands. Okay, so there it is right there. Man, from Great Millstone all the way down to the likewise brothers who are teaching the same gospel truth, okay, are doing the work exactly the way the Lord has put us to do it. There's no guile, there ain't no pretending, no act. We're out in the world, man. Y'all niggas ain't doing nothing what we haven't done, or even done even more than some of you. You'll be shocked at the lifestyle some of us had before, okay? But you think we haven't traveled? You've been to Europe, right? I've been to Europe, all over the damn place. So stop the bullshit, man. But then you know what? We went out. The Lord has you set up for that reason. You know? Go ahead, Art.
I just land back on what you were saying about Isaiah 5:11, how woe be to you get up, desire strong drink. That's really twofold, man. Because a lot of you guys, you get up. You know how the scriptures speak about the watchman getting up the time, roughly paraphrasing, getting up the times in the morning, because that's what a watchman does.
Yeah,
he watches, especially when no one else is expected to be watching it. You know, and especially on the left hand side, you got watchmen on the left hand side. Which is why you got Esau. That likes cast spells. Around what they call witch hour, around 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. Okay. And a lot of you false prophets come in that vibration. Yeah. Okay. But so you're drunk off the wine of Esau, which is a Western philosophy. Okay. But including the glamour promoted here in America, Babylon the Greek. Okay, being seen. Okay, because in America, you're the man you're perceived to be a man by how much money you have, how much bitches you can smash or get. Okay, you see that? How many females you can be seen flossing with? Okay, how much jewelry you have, how luxurious your cars and your material things are. This is the perception of a man in America, Babylon the Great. You see, this is the wine of Babylon the Great that you false prophets have been drunk off of, and actual wine as well. A lot of you are fucking alcoholics, man.
Oh yeah, and then the line back on that. This is the book of Luke 6. Okay, it's down with verse 23. It says, "Rejoice ye." It says, "Slack ye." It says, verse 23. It says, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, which they hate us." Okay, we're bringing out the truth. We're not compromised. Okay, we live with what we have. Okay, if you have more, whatever the case is, but our heart is set on our own riches. It said, and when they shall separate you from their company, okay, meaning that you're not part of that in crowd, you're not part of that, 10,000 views club, okay, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the Lord. Okay, so this ain't nothing new. This is what happened before. So we are the reincarnation of the prophets before, and we are our fathers. Guess what? This has happened to us before. Okay, and this time the Lord has made us a lot more stiff-necked against the laughter and the jeering and the cheering against us. Okay, this time around like that. We absolutely do not sincerely give a flying fuck. Right. Okay? Right in the back of this camera right now, in the back of you here, we have hundreds of guys and classes, and these people don't even look. We're not one of them up the balls to stand up here and come up here right like that. Right? Because you will not pet a lion that is not in this cage. Right. And we are not in the damn cage. And that's why they won't stop up here. Right. They won't stop. All right? And it says, "But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation." That's right. You've gotten your consolation. And some of you, your consolation isn't even that great. You doggone jump with joy or damn fucking doggone Subaru or some shit like that, or what, $50,000 or some shit like that. That's I think them dudes, them rich conglomerates, they don't even wipe their ass with that shit, man. Okay, but that tell you how low state you guys are. Your mindset is, man. You talking about fucking shit, chump change. Okay. Continuing on, it says, "Woe unto you that are full, for you shall hunger, and woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep." Okay. So this is going to be a great time that's going to come that the Lord is going to turn that doggone mirth and smirk. And you know what the weird thing is about this? You know how the Lord works? As soon as we start getting heated here, okay, the wind died. The wind died. See, because the Lord is pleased with the works that we're doing. It died. And when I say died, it died. No wind. Okay? Go ahead, Al.
This is St. Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. Okay, it's locked in. St. Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve the Most High God, Yahweh, and Mammon. Okay, you actually look up the word Mammon. Okay, and the blue letter interlinear regarding the etymology of it. Right, you pull it up. All right, for the word Mammon. Okay, it's mammonas. Okay, which I believe is Greek. All right. It's actually supposed to be about so-called Aramaic origin. They're going off on that. But anyway, the word mammon means treasure or riches. Because people literally worship money, man. That's why in the book of 1 Timothy, the 6th chapter, mentions how the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not evil because it's a defense.
Yes.
You see?
It's good. It's good for you.
Fine. You know, it can help get you out of a jam.
You don't have to bow down to Esau as much either.
Fine. That's right. You can be more self-sustainable, if you will. Okay? Now, you got a lot of our people, okay, that are into this shit. You know? Including the Northern Kingdom tribes. Matter of fact, I was watching that new movie Creed 3 that came out yesterday. I was watching that last night. Or it came out a few days ago. I was watching that last night. And there's this crap boxer up in there. He was like a heavyweight champion. And he had his mind fixated on remaining the champion. Okay? Why? Chasing that glory, chasing the corruptible crown. That's right. You see? All right. And now that's to the spirit because a lot of you so-called Puerto Ricans I see roaming around here. A lot of you so-called Puerto Ricans live around here. Okay? I've noticed that a lot of you Ephraimites, right? And you definitely have an idolatrous spirit, man.
That's right.
So let's confirm this message is definitely for you, okay? Because there's multiple things that you worship, man. Not just God, you also worship money. About a majority of top athletes are so-called Hispanic. Okay? So you worship man, okay? And the Lord does not want you to do that because you belong to Him, man. You're bought and paid for, okay, through the purchase of Hamashiach's blood, man. Okay. So in Acts the 20th chapter, he comes back to claim his purchase, man. Okay. And if he comes back, it's like when he comes back, and if you're found empty-handed, okay, he's gonna put you to death, man.
Damn right. You ain't do shit with it. Okay. You niggas wouldn't do that shit for the so-called white man. You dress for your Sunday, you dress for your best, throw your best, maybe you will rehearse how you can interview, all this other shit, all this crap you would do, okay? But then you'll have these doggone jakes that will come up, and I was watching the other Manakazal camp Friday, and I know you did a video following up with that doggone little midget fucking Marine that showed up to the camp. And he was as feminine as possible.
Yeah, man, fucking simple.
He's feminine and simple. Like, if I was standing up out there, I would say, you a fag, right? You want something she can look. I can see it. His whole demeanor is out of a little fucking feminine faggot, okay? And I'm not impressed with doggone Marines that they, It's all the same. It's all the same doggone shit. Okay, doesn't make you any doggone different. Whatever case it that. But he had a very feminist spirit on his ass. Okay, thinking it's all of a damn joke. And see, I don't have the patience like the elder Monakisar. That's why he's an elder, and me, I'm just a brother. See, I tell you, go fuck yourself real quick like that because I don't have time for your doggone bullshit. I'm not impressed with your ass. Okay, so, but you know, the people have to get that. What tribe you from, brother?
Pastor
No, I just wanted to come. I really wanted to come.
Yeah.
I really want to.
Kind.
Yeah.
There was a Jake that passed by earlier. Looked like a Judite. Southern Kingdom brother crossing the street. He didn't even look over here.
No, he didn't look over here because why? They have evil eye for their brother. Like, well, them two niggas just stand up, but they're fucking everything up for us, man. They want to be noticed. It's like, yeah. But just we're not only to be noticed just only for our fabulous physique, okay, and the bulge in our trousers. No, we also to be noticed also too for the work that we are bringing on here on the highway and byway. Okay, so this is what we really come over here for. Okay, first and foremost, like that. Now these people are soft mind like that. Most of them are almost gonna get in an accident like that. Wish I would just spin the camera on and let you watch that, and then you know, if they were sincere and looking like that, hopefully they're correct. They're not. They're well. This is the book of Joel 3, verse 19. It says, Egypt should be a desolation, and Edom should be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah. Okay, now you have Northern Kingdom. Ah, crap. You got the northern that sign for. You got the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. Okay, and you got the Southern Kingdom, which consists of the tribe of Levi, Benjamin, okay, and Judah. Okay, and we know that Judah is a head tribe. Okay, in which Yahushua Mashiach, who we're going to call Jesus Christ, comes from, and also too, it is known as the house of Judah. And then you have the Northern Kingdom, okay, which consists of the other tribes, okay, which is these light-skinned tribes that look a little bit more closer to the Edomites, okay, and the head of those are the Ephraimites, okay, the so-called Puerto Ricans, okay, and they actually when they talk about the innocent blood, okay, the reason why Judah is used a lot when you look at Yahushua Mashiach, he's the tribe of Judah. He was hung from a tree. The Judites here, the true biblical Jews in the Bible here, the so-called Negroes, okay, are oppressed more than anybody else has been oppressed. And it says, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah, okay, meaning the Negroes, okay, and those speckled birds that are also part of the house of Judah, okay, shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation. So not only is the oppressed Negro going to dwell forever and ever and have the kingdom, okay, and plant our foot squarely on the necks of our oppressor, okay, the so-called white man, these Edomites who you people worship so much and have so much fear for, but we're going to dwell forever and ever. Okay, I think we have a lot of win. We can just bring them back in. We'll just bring them back in. But only that, but the whole house, Jerusalem, okay, which is all 12 tribes, okay, it's going to be coming back, okay, to go forever and ever, generation to generation, meaning no end. So I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord Yahweh Shemashai dwelleth in Zion. So the Lord is going to wipe out all of the wickedness out of us, okay? He's going to cleanse us, okay? And this cleansing process right now is already beginning. It's starting with the men, okay, we're going on the highway, the byway sign, crying right now. Because we desire to be cleansed of this doggone wicked, abominable body that we're in right now, the spirit that we're in right now, okay? Which is what? It's great Bible on the marathon. So, it's not a damn devil work right here. So, you know, the wind is coming back again. So, and I'm quite sure our audience who are driving in the middle corner are laughing their ass off, like, look at those guys, without a kiss like that. That's fine. That's all good and doggone dandy, okay? Because at the end of the doggone day, okay, that wind, them thermonuclear wind, when that blow on your ass, it ain't gonna be the sign fine. It can be your damn body going up in pieces, okay? Cars flying up in the doggone air, your house fucking blowing the smithereens. You know that Esau's got sound weapon that they can stand up here, okay? And they can point at your damn house and freaking doggone the sonic boom from that alone can doggone smash your internal organs. That's why these whales are beaching themselves, okay? They're beaching themselves because Esau is using sonic weapons on the water, okay? And they don't, because these animals can't speak. And I did a video a couple of weeks ago, okay, with the animals desiring recompense because see they're dying. But then again, the Lord is going to destroy all the beasts. Okay, the beasts here in Great Babylon in America, anyways. Okay, there's gonna be some new creatures here, like the real Jurassic Park. We're gonna be flying and hovering over. Man, that's gonna be fun. Can you imagine, man? We could be taking our kids. You know, he's got about 5,000 kids. I got about 5,000 kids. You know, but 2,000 wives. You know, and we can be like, hey, let's go on a trip. You know, let's fly over Babylon. Oh yeah, we could be telling them a story with this doggone place. You know, and that'd be just like a day trip. You know, our real vacation probably be like somewhere like Saturn or Jupiter or something like that. You know, or the Andromeda Galaxy or something like that. Okay.
Or you know, there's many mansions out there, man.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have our own planets. He promises that. Like it says in Saint John the 14th chapter. So we're literally gonna have our own planets, man.
That's right.
And you know, we're not gonna need a chariot to go there. We can just go there like Superman.
That's right.
Case in point. You know? Because we're gonna be able to breathe in so far outer space.
Damn right.
So we're gonna be in our new celestial bodies. We're not gonna have any limitations in our new bodies because they're gonna be outworldly, celestial.
That is right.
Okay, so that's so we can the human mind can't even.
How was your run?
Good.
No. So what tribe are you from?
What tribe
What would you say? What race you would say?
Nationality.
I'm Mexican American or Hispanic.
Hispanic?
Yeah.
From Mexico?
Yeah.
Your father?
Both parents are from Mexico.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I see you guys every Sunday, and I'm being curious, you know, like.
Yeah. So to give you a brief introduction. It's so we come out on the highway and the byway to preach the hope of the death of Israel, which is known as Yasharala, which is the famous people. So contrary to what popular belief is out here, Latinos are actually good. You would actually be tribe of Ishmael. Okay, you're royal blood. Okay, this is you right here. Okay. This is actually about hard work. You see? So what we do is we come out. This is all biblical. And you probably know about the controversy with Kanye West and all these other all that stuff. Which the Lord is use Kanye West to kind of expose it a little bit more like that. And we know the powers to be, which is these men right here. These are Amalek. Okay. Bring that scripture with Amalek, who Amalek is, and what's going to happen to them. So Amalek are these people, they know them as Jewish people. Okay. Now when you think of the word Ish, okay, what does that bring to your mind?
Ish?
Yeah.
Like the abbreviation, like Ish?
Yeah.
Kinda?
The suffix.
Like kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah,
right.
right.
So why they call it? They're Jews. Why they call themselves Jewish? Why don't you say I'm good to Jews? Because they're not. Okay. So we can go into a whole lot of scriptures and stand up here with you and show you that when the Lord returns, who they ironically call Jesus returns, He's actually going to take his people, his chosen people, who are the Jews. Okay. You see understand, right? The northern and southern kingdom, all of those. Okay, those are all part of Jerusalem. Okay? Those people right there, these are the people who are oppressed in society here, and particularly in Great Babylon, America. Okay, why is that? Go into the book of Deuteronomy 28, which is the curses that come on the return of Israel. Okay, to be in what? Constant oppression. Okay, and at the bottom. Okay, of society. Now you might have a job, you might even have a place or a house around here, 2,000 square feet or more. Whatever case, a couple dollars in the bank for one kid like that. That's some change in shit compared to these people who actually wanted it. Okay, and that's not our real heritage. Our heritage is being felon. These are the wicked men that are running the earth right here. Okay, and yes, they are what you call a so-called white man. Okay, they're known spiritually or biblically as Edomites. Okay, Edomites. Okay, they're known as Edomites. Okay, and these are the people that are running, and these are the people that are telling you that you're Hispanic. Okay, I'm black. Now, I went to college too. That's a black car by far as I see, right? That's black. My shirt is black. Now take a look at my skin. Do I look black to you? So why in the hell is our people answering the black or African Americans or whatever the case is and all this stuff? Yeah, so our people are ignorant and stupid. Okay, okay. The prophets, the ancient prophets of the Old Testament that you know of, are on the highway and the byway today, right now, bringing up this gospel of prophecy against the Islam in America. So this place is going to be destroyed. This place is the place, okay, that deals with holiness. Okay, pride. Okay, it talks about the pride of Esau, Edomite. Okay, who's the so-called white man? Who's the devil of the Bible? It talks about what? All of these things here. Why is it? Hell is all the women doing this stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna line back on what you said real quick. Now you know, like every generation. Have you ever wondered why every generation we have like a different nationality? Like for example, so-called blacks and Hispanics have a different classification of nationality every other decade. Like one decade it was Chicano, one decade it was Latino, then it was Hispanic, then it was before that it was Aztec. Okay, before Aztec it was Mexica. That's where you get the word Mexican from, because Mexican is really broken Hebrew. The word Mexican goes back to the broken Hebrew word Mexica, which goes back to the Hebrew word Mashiach, which means anointed.
Yeah.
So that means that the word Mexican literally means anointed. Why? Because the only anointed nation that the Heavenly Father preordained to be anointed was the nation of Israel. Because he sanctified the nation of Israel through the Holy Covenant. But we broke the Holy Covenant, the law, statutes, commandments of the Holy Covenant. What did he do? He put a plethora of curses upon us, including us being smitten with madness and forgetting our true biblical heritage. No, this is why here in Deuteronomy 28 and 37 it says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee." Now, we're looking for a byword, it means like spick, beater, nigger. See, all those demographic people that fit these curses. See,
They always come up and they always the focus is heavy on our shepherd, who the word of God, Jesus, who is described, okay, okay, on the tree. It's on who the word of God. On the tree. We can get over the eyes. Yeah. Now, this happens when they call this kind of school. They used to actually break in the Paso. They used to actually have Mexican
kerosene. Yeah.
kerosene.
Yeah.
You were probably saying that you were diseased. Okay? Now, we come on, we testify to our people, okay? You and I were Ishika, right? Okay? But you are with the same issue, okay? Okay, we are with you're here a little more closer, but you are still part of the church organization. Now, I don't know that's you probably don't see down, all the other things like that, so you feel a little sense of things like, well, I don't care. I don't, that is sort of, you know what sort of like this? Yeah. Okay, every day you see sometimes you sort of like, sometimes you won't drive in these vehicles all day. Okay, we have been given also the type of dietary. We taco? Huh? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to let you know right now before we talk to this by you stopping by here, let them know. By you stopping by here.
Marked for exemption for the Lord protected, or you've been marked for exemption. Either way, there are two sides of the spectrum of spiritual warfare. Righteousness and wickedness, what you know. So when the Messiah comes back, okay, his name is Yahweh Shai, okay, so-called black man from the South of Judah, like myself. Okay, when he comes back here, okay, he's going to claim his purchase, okay, and that's the victory. That's the only nation he died for, by the budget. And then all those who did not repent, all those whose names are not written in the book of life to repent, they're going to get destroyed, like it says God did. And it says that the Lord is going to kill more, he's going to destroy more people. He's going to save. And this is in the Bible. Okay? So it says what we're out here doing is that man is trying to warning the nation lost the tribes of Israel, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, okay, who they are, what their true biblical heritage is, and why it's imperative to return to the knowledge of that biblical heritage, because the mistaking of this knowledge is going to lead into the destruction of our people.
Yeah, and we're right now in the time right now what you're seeing. This is right now being pushed up, which is not the easier than power. They're right now about to get rid of cash. This country is never going to recover. They're going to install it, and of course, for the sake of time, we're abbreviating a whole lot of things. These is for real. Terminator robot. They actually. Now, we got people know because see, whether you hear or forbear, you're not going to be exempt from the judgment. It doesn't matter how close you look like a double so-called like that. It don't matter. The Lord is going to judge your household. Okay? And man, okay, we don't speak to the minute. Okay, because there's a whole structure of things here now with our women, our order. Okay? There's adultery that's going on here where men are messing with other men's women like that. We don't play those games in there because we have a very strict dietary law that we have to follow. There's a very strict way that we carry our life. So we don't deal with niggerisim. We're not impressed with double on Michael Jordan or whoever those guys are or hip hop people are. We already know they're very good. Right? Look, it's terror on the children of Israel. Okay, Jacob trouble. Okay, Jacob. Okay, so Jacob, you have Esau and Jacob. Okay, so Esau, okay, is progenitor of the so-called white man, white people. Okay, Esau is white. Jacob, okay,
Yes,
is
right now.
right. Okay, and you have Jacob, who is a 12 tribe. Okay, so contrary to what people minority, no, we're the majority. So-called white man has to take about 20 different pills to get pregnant. So-called white man moves his record pretty much after the age of 27. Okay? Okay, and we can go to the scripture why they were blessed. When Isaac and Jacob, okay? First of all, Jacob was the blessing of what? The heavenly kingdom, the everlasting life, the immortality, the kingdom to come. And Esau was blessed with the sword. Who goes around the earth right now and conquers everything with a sword? I serve in this man's military, so I can do that. Okay, good. Who goes around and do it?
American.
The so-called white man.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this student, when you coming into this, and I know you're hearing this for the first time, you're not us to come up here on the highway, the Bible, and speak boldly like that. We do this all over this country. There's thousands of us. Okay. So we're not the only one. Okay. We don't mince our word because see, I can't come and tell you, well, don't say the W word. No. I'm going to tell you, the doggone so-called white man is come in your house, kick your door down very soon, okay, when they did martial law, and the Lord has sealed his elect, okay, they're going to beat you an inch of your life, rape your wife, rape your kids, and they don't care how young they are, okay, and take them to these FEMA camps. You're seeing these FEMA camps all over the place. This exists. These are great to put us in here. Because you're either going to bow down to this, or you are going to go and get beheaded. Okay,
You know who the Lord has a lot of that. There's a prophecy is known as the insurrection of the saints, as in the sanctified of the nation of Israel, which you're a part of. So what they're going to do, all right, the government, on behalf of the essential prime banking families, the biblical dukes of Edom, so-called white men, they're going to have their military personnel go door to door, okay, and round up those who are on their FBI color-coded list.
Yes.
They have the They have the blue list, the yellow list, and the red list. So if you're on the blue or the red list, okay, way of the content that you would read on the internet, learning about the Illuminati and so forth, they're gonna round certain individuals up the list and put them in FEMA camp. Now the only ones that go into suffer the things that he mentioned are those that are not a part of the book of life. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna read you something, because this is very imperative also to call on the real names of the Lord. Because calling on God and Jesus Christ ain't going to cut it, because those are not the names of the Lord. Okay? See that? So let me read you this. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 34, verse 7. It says, this is Psalm chapter 34, verse 7. It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. See, so if your mind, okay, is if you're part of the people who spoke about in the book of life, like I said in Revelation, the 22nd chapter, for example, and your mind was to be open to this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, Heavenly Father is not going to give you over to this people, whether raping everyone in your household and putting people in prison, putting people to death by the gun and so forth. Okay, because there will be civil war due to a scarcity of resources. Oh yeah, especially in this hyperinflationary period we're in right now. And that's going to result in what? Implementation of martial law, which you see martial law, okay, is going to include their robotics, their AI, and market dynamics and whatnot. See? Yeah. So this matter of evil is going to happen to these people, like majority of people running around here, they're raising their child, like everything, they're not careful at all. They don't understand what's wrong. They understand it was kind of a process for the manifesting happen. Especially the next major policy come to pass, that's a market of market region.
Yeah, I don't think it's a 666.
Now, the microchip technology, okay? Because they're going to, like it says in Revelation 13 and 16, to verse 17, they cause all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to see the mark and the forehead. Right.
And this is, you've been following Charles Schwab. They talk about the WEF and all of those things that's coming on there. Okay. See, part of being the shepherds here and the function of Israel, of nationality, is the fact that we actually go into very details. This is all we do. We're going to the not MSN talking all that stuff because those talking like news media, okay, that is not the regular public don't really see. And we do that. Man of the Lord, okay, prophets of the all walks of life, all come to the things. Okay, some of us are inside. So we see a lot of different kinds of these things that people are out there, okay, working with the oppressor. Okay, and these things that he mentioned to you earlier, okay. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, starting. Woe to the world and them that dwell within. Those are the people who have their mind set into this. These people drive around in metal cars and not understand what else is going on. Okay? Sooner or later, and I'm going to read to you what's going to take place here in Great what's going to take place here in El Paso. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. What's the modern day sword today? Guns, right?
What just happened? At the mall.
Exactly.
Hold on. We're not a shooting at the mall. What is it? What did he just tell you the modern day sword is? Yeah. Okay, now wasn't that a major shooting back in 2019 at the same mall? Yep. And it happened again at the same mall. Then Jefferson High School got locked down a few days ago. Only the same thing. There's prophecy coming fast. Then there was a young man from the Northeast, that young Hispanic man, most likely from this car like you, and he led a high-speed chase from the cops after he pointed a gun, a modern-day sword, at the cops. Okay, then another so-called Hispanic pointed a gun outside of his car while driving. Why are all these things happening where there's like influx of cases where people are equipping these guns? Because these are further insights of the Civil War coming.
Yeah.
And Heavenly Father communicates to the world through insights and men through his prophets.
Yeah. And this is what the ark is saying here. Okay, it says what? For there should be amongst men and debating one another, they should not regard their case on principle because of their actions should stand them out. The other people say right now, Trump is now coming up with his rhetoric, and you need to go on Google. In fact, the site that you go into right there, it's all about this ministry. Okay, you're going to look for a video. If you can create a account, that's even better. Look for a video with Trump where he speaks for 4 minutes. And if you actually interpret it, if you're wise and giving spirit to the Lord to read and interpret what he's saying, then you would know his direct, when Trump comes back in the call, his direct, okay, agenda is against so-called blacks and Americans. Okay, this is what his agenda is against. Okay.
You heard what you said about the guillotines. Trump said about the guillotines. No. He wants to bring back. By guillotines and firing squads. Yeah. So that's why they want him back in office, because he's gonna listen to the orders from these people. Now Biden just he's nobody. They're really all nobodies. But now Trump makes it perfect. Now Trump is actually talking about doing what they want to happen to people. They want to behead people. That's why they got these FEMA camps set up. And El Paso, if I'm not mistaken, the Fort Bliss, like the second biggest military base in America.
Yeah, it is.
So you guys believe they definitely have FEMA camps when we call people in there. Oh, what happened with the shooting a few weeks ago? They used like Bastion High School or whatever that thing was, high school. They were using it basically as a holding place.
That's right.
To bring those people from the shooting hall, from the shopping mall that witnessed that shooting, or the midst of that shooting, and they were taking those people and they were putting them in that high school, and they were using the high school essentially as a FEMA camp.
Yep.
You understand that? So this is what's coming to this place.
And this, in their eyes, it said privilege on the poor. The poor is the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. Okay, whether they want to accept it or not, this is the reason why we come out and we warn. Okay, on the uniform, which is the internet, on YouTube, okay, on RTM that you're going to go to, all these other different platforms, and also here on the road on itself. You know, contrary to these people, they don't have to respond, and that's fine because this is what they did to the ancient prophets. But when you go back in the second exercise I was reading to you, okay, it says, but so it says that they will not regard their prince or their prince, and the course that actually stand their power, which is in their hand. You've got the Biden people that deals with the LGBTQ and also the so-called Black Lives Matter crap, okay, and all this other stuff, okay. Then you have the Trump people, okay, the Republicans, okay, these are hardcore, buck teeth, you know, six-pack smoking Joe white boy like that, you know, carry around their guns. They're ready to doggone kill, you know, they're ready to kill a nigga in the spit. Because why? They're looking at the border right there, what they call wall jumpers and immigrants coming over there, okay, jumping the wall. You got tons of these white people now losing their doggone jobs, okay, and Ray Babylon is falling. They're never going to get hired again, okay, because see, when you have that skin color, you can get a job whether you have skills or not. You don't have to prove yourself. Now these companies like Meta, okay, and Google and all that stuff are saying, you know what? We need managers and we need everybody now. We are individual contributors, and this is going to eliminate a lot of these doggone slackers that have been hired based on the fact that they have a great smile, blonde hair, blue eyes, or hazel eye, whatever the shit is. The entitlement that you get as a so-called white person, that is now about to come to an end because those persons, Deuteronomy 28, as soon as Deuteronomy 30 and 7 is now going to go on these other nations, starting with these Edomites. Okay, so they're going to lose their jobs. They're now frustrated. They're cutting out the SNAP benefits and a lot of these benefits and stuff are getting cut out. And you know what they're saying in the news? They're saying it's these doggone Mexicans' fault. See, anyone that speaks Spanish will go, habla español or como estás? It doesn't matter if you come from Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, whatever the case is that, you're a damn Mexican. That's what they believe. Mexican, if you identify as a damn Mexican, you're going to take the doggone judgment of all these other tribes. Okay? Everything. That's true.
Yeah, that's why they really if you say you're Mexican, or if you say you're Puerto Rican, don't matter.
Okay? Seriously, that's how they doing it. You trying to tell me all those who come from Mexico? Come on.
Oh, real quick,
I've been to Mexico. Mexico is a great place, man. They don't need to be Mexico to come here, man. Only if you feel like it.
Yeah. Okay. Have you seen that movie, Forever Purge?
No, I haven't.
Watch that movie.
As soon as possible. That goes into what we're talking about right now. Now they have something called predictive programming. You know, like that's why back before 9/11 happened, they had the Twin Towers collapse in the 6th episode of 1997. And then a few years later it happens. You know what I'm saying? So what they like to do in the little sadistic demented minds is convey to the public what they're doing before they do it. So in their minds, their sadistic demented minds, the public could never say that they weren't warned in regards to what they were planning to do, and that is what? Limit the population of this earth from 8 billion people down to 500 million. And they've been doing that through eugenics, through the vaccines, and so forth. Okay, so that movie I'm telling you about, Forever Purge, is going to the Civil War. They're going to target you self-harm statements.
This is what I was reading here from second areas right there. It says, the man should decide to go to the city. Okay, you got like what? Martial law. And should not be able because of their pride. The city should be troubled the houses should be destroyed, and man should be afraid, and the man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy the houses, the sword, and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread of great tribulation. They have burned down all the food factories right now. Okay, they're now really poisoning water, fishes, and everything like that. He says, no, boys, these are things that judgment that's going from the Lord Himself. But guess who He's using to do those judgments here on earth? You guess it. This so-called what? Yeah, these people. Okay, and it says this.
Go ahead. What the brother said. He brought out 2 Ezra 15. He started reading down this. In verse 17, he says, chapter 5, you know, they just basically built the wall. They finally did it. Yeah. They didn't complete it. Driving down 375, and I seen it. They didn't put barbed wire on top of the so-called wall that was already there. And then when you keep driving this way, I'm sure this, or like, whatever, keep driving this way, you'll see the wall. So they've already started constructing. Yeah. So they want why? They want people to be in. They want people to be trapped in. Yeah. And they don't and prevent people that's in from going out.
Yeah. The highways were not built for the roads for us to go race upon. No, the highways were built for the military. Okay. So to deploy the next when World War III kick off, and it is going to kick off. Okay. The deployments are going to come from Fort Bliss. Okay. Now when I was in, this is where we were deploying from. We were deploying from Fort Bliss. We were deploying from out there on the New Jersey. Okay. So El Paso right now is a key. It's in the key. Okay, when all of this is going on right there. Now, when I write to you in second Ezra, stuff in these houses, when you are hungry, I don't care who the hell anyone think they are. When you are hungry, and God never allows you there like that. You see, people are not going to get along with the spirit, and people get along and we work together, and we're gonna put our food together. No, if you have your little food on my phone, the person that will look and hey, how's it going? Great, you share your food like that. But as your food starts to dwindle, and I don't have any food. There's no all these stores. Everybody can finish these stores. These stores real quick. Kill each other over real quick. So, word of advice: when that happens, stay at home. Okay? It's true. You'll know what people are to guide you. Okay? People are gonna come to the house, burn your house down, take your stuff. They're becoming very aggressive. This is gonna be this is the judgment that's coming to this place. And unlike in the world, other parts of the earth right now, where this is actually taking place right now, okay, because the perpetual dollar, which is power across this earth, okay, it's gonna fall. Okay, when it comes to the Lord is saving Great Babylon America for the last because why? Every single citizen on the ground is with a double gun. Everybody has a double piece. Okay, and the only reason why you see people are actually will let you bump close to them and they don't put you to death. It's simply because you have law and order still there. These people, right now, okay, what's the about that dollar bill? There it is right there. And it's what is it saying that line there?
Novos, it basically says New World Order in the Latin.
And it means order, and then order over chaos. They're looking to bring chaos. You are not going to control the so-called American people, okay, who have 5 bank account, a job, can eat, hold weight, sit down watching TV, okay. They're not gonna, you can't control them. So you need to take away that comfort out of them. So how do you do that? You start off the core, okay. You start off the core. You start firing, you start closing down companies and businesses, okay. You get people to start to worry, and then you start turning. And you know when it's gonna get real stupid? Logos, photos, New World Order. So right there, they put it, and they hide it in plain sight. Okay, and then the eagle. Okay, now these stars, the 13 stars, represent the 13 so-called blood royal families. So that's funny. They're satanic. For one, they're satanic New World Order agenda in broad daylight. And then they have the audacity to say, "In God we trust." Now, this really is an acronym that stands for gold, oil, and drugs. That's why they invaded Iraq. They invaded but it wasn't Iraq. They took the poppy. Afghanistan is a poppy, and then Iraq was gold, right? And gold. Gold and oil. And that's why they invaded Iraq. And they got their ass ran through Iraq. They invaded it for the reason. Yeah. But they also too, with that, is they I lost the train of thought.
Yeah. Oh, and then God we trust. Okay. I'm sure you get 2 Corinthians 4. Now, it's 50 to the week. I know it's the same week. It is also part of their master seven, like that. But saying that God we trust, that's blasphemy. Because what they're saying is, like you heard about manifest destiny. Yeah. Like so, pretty much what they're saying is the Western way is predicated off of white supremacy, like this, tyranny, treachery. Why is that? Because the subsequent white man, Esau Edom, is violent for faith. This is his nature. Okay, to be violent for faith. So they land in belong to him, and his Spanish position, taking new land, putting and having the audacity to put up a board in the 19th century, keep you out of your own land. They coming up with these moral decrees and policies like zero tolerance policy and whatnot to ridicule you from coming back into your own land to chase American dream and promote everyone, but they claim everyone is entitled to. It's all deception, manipulation, and hypocrisy. And see, when they say God we trust, that's blasphemy because they're saying, well, God, they're saying this, well, God, God is with us. That's what manifest destiny.
We can go all of the scripture otherwise, okay? Now, before I read this, you understand, this is not about the black and white thing or racist thing like that. Because those who are young, people that look like this, actually, white people, they're actually very good. Okay, we can go into the whole thing there because that's a lesson. And then you have a lot of people that die like us. You think, oh, that's a homeboy, that's a brother. No, their father is actually George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, those guys. This is the reason why you see these Negroes like currently wicked. Okay, that's why they would look at me, they would look at him with that hate. Okay, because that's from the garden when what the Lord said He would put enmity between the snake, which is one is Esau, which is Esau, so-called white man, and the righteous, okay. So there's an enmity right there. This is why you see a lot of these. We refer to them as niggas, the snake, the vipers. You can have so-called Mexicans that are turning. They hate their brothers and sisters at the border right now. They're the ones actually. And I read the news and I go, they're the ones calling into the cops and saying crime is going up. They're invading my land. They're trespassing all that stuff. No, that's your poor brothers and sisters. You're not going to help them because our people are ignorant. Our people are ignorant. Now the Lord intentionally have us separated to where you think you're Mexican, so you know what? That makes you a whole different person from us. Okay? And all the other stuff that we're going to be. He's going to bring those two sticks back together, which tribes are going to unite together. And one way that tribe is going to unite. Okay, when the 1/3 is going to be saved. Okay, and the 2/3 are running for their own lives because what? You have the common enemy.
Okay, read that. I'm going to elaborate on what you said because you said it's spiritual. Now, it's not a pro-black thing. You have Black Lives Matter, and a lot of those organizations like Black Lives Matter, they're set up by George Soros. Okay. Matter of fact, he's on here somewhere. Yeah, that guy. They're set up. He has something called Open Society Foundation. So what they do, they set up. They believe in organized chaos. So they can lead that.
Yes.
But it's all in these Asian marketers out there, they look like us. Yeah. So that's all BS.
That's absolute.
But so to Fred elaborate, saying all that to say this, what he said is very spiritual because what constitutes an Israelite is this right here. Now, because Israelites have a read to you, okay? Because this is very important. Because Israelites, like it says in Jeremiah, the 12th chapter, Israelites is the Lord's heritage of the spectrum of earth. I mean, what? You have different variations of different looking people. Okay, the actual Israelites. They don't have to look like John Shaft, look like myself. You know what I'm saying? Or look like you. They can look like Eminem. Eminem is an Israelite, for example. You know why? Because his last name matters. Goes back to the Byzantine Empire. Okay, which was a group of so-called black men that ran Europe for 1,000 years. That's probably why the scriptures. So they're the southern kingdom of Israel. But the point of the matter is, going back to the question I posed, is what constitutes what it is like? Okay, no, it's not that. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High God for Israel is that they might be saved. Here's the point, verse 2, Romans 10 and 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High God, but not according to knowledge. Now, zeal should be passion. So, for example, I'm in the time, for the most part, you see so these other people. But they have a strong connection with God. Just like they're emulating that cross. Yeah. Okay, and I'm not going to straight details when it goes back to it, but they're demonstrating their love for God in an ignorant way. They lost their knowledge of the remembrance rather of the ancient Hebrew heritage, just like the rest of the tribes, so-called Black Hispanic and Indians. Now this is now to spread a light right on that. This is St. James chapter 2, verse 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not the Most High God chosen the poor of the world, okay, rich in faith, you see, and heirs of the kingdom, which He has promised to them that love Him." Now, love is an action; it has nothing to do with your heart or emotion. Okay, it's action. You know, like it says in 1 John, and that just simply means what? Verse and rights and law, commandments. It was only given to the nation of Israel. Okay, the law of see. So the people that are Israelites, okay, are rich in the faith, okay, with a strong zeal of God, who are prophesied to be poor. Impoverished in these impoverished neighborhoods, i.e., ghettos, barrios, Indian reservations. You see the correlation there? Mm-hmm. Because that's what confirms those demographic people I mentioned lines up approximately with the law of the tribes of Israel are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why it says that we would be subject to payments. See that? You know?
And then also too, with what he said earlier, we actually know, chapter 3, verse 4, verse 3, it says, "God forbid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of," I'm going to read it verbatim, "Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them." Okay, and who's the God of this world? Satan. Who's the image of everything positive? Who's the image of everything of success? Who's the image of everything? Who do we have to follow? You have to wear a suit, go to an interview, you have to walk around and be careful in certain areas, you know.
Yep. Superman. His name, Hebrew. Yeah. Hebrew. Called it up means all powerful. They made him a Edomite.
Yeah.
You know?
And guess what? What does he do when he gets beat up? He tries to get up because all the energy from the sun, right?
Yeah.
Now let's be realistic here, brother. Have y'all seen Michael?
Exactly.
There it is, right there. I don't even have to even explain that to you because you know that tells you who they because a lot of Hollywood comes out of the scriptures.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are prominent. Yeah. Okay. In the future when the Mashiach returns. So right now we're in the lowest thing. This isn't your true form. This isn't his true form. This isn't my true form. Our true form is going to be indestructible, immortal bodies. Okay, and it describes exactly how tall it is. You can somewhere around 8 feet tall. Somewhere around 8 feet.
Really giant.
Yeah, and huge. The strength of it.
About as big as that stuff like that.
Yeah, but the strength of 20,000. The strength of 20,000, 30,000. Okay, that's our future point. That's the blessing. This reason why you see so-called white man right now doing all the eugenics, all this thing, CRISPR and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right now, they're taking, if you eat catfish, right now they're taking catfish DNA and alligator and mixing it together to make a more strong catfish. That's what you can be. Okay? Pork is an abomination. Okay? It's an abomination. And so the laws are in the book of Leviticus. You can see a lot of the laws that are in the book of Leviticus. It tells you when you eat them, what happens to you. Okay? Elon Musk, that brain chip right there, which is going to be that manga is going to be in your forehead or the palm of your hand. That's what that chip created right now. And they're pretending like he's going to try it on humans. But this is what they're bringing up. So, to sum it up, this is what we do when we come out here. We sometimes in downtown.
Yeah.
We're all online. The site that I gave you, the Archeon.com, it has other brothers. You'll actually see, if you go and click on it tomorrow, you go there, you'll see you on this video today. So and those things that you're not going to get it in one day. You can do so we're commanded to come up here no matter what. Know that the equipment won't get ready. But wherever we go, vacation, we go on the side of the highway. We're commanded to do this. There's a certain way we have to guide our life. Certain diet. Today is known as Passover. Okay, see Sabbath. The Sabbath is actually the season starting from sundown.
Yeah, so the Passover is a Sabbath.
Yeah.
Like you said, it starts tonight.
Yeah.
It's not a celebration, but pretty long. So, top high holy day. Remember the sacrifice of the Lord. Okay, watch your culture. Okay, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. This is us.
And I'm going to read
That's why spiritual is not the wrong.
well, you've seen a lot of brothers now that are brothers there, right?
Kyrie grew out. Kyrie was speaking about that he asked earlier. He thought he just like that's right.
I want you to take a look at this. These two pictures right here. This is what the world shows. This is what we when we before we came before we were reading. Here's the thing. This is the book of Revelation. This is the book of Revelation 1.
The whole Bible takes place in Africa. I mean, I don't know why they expect it to look like that.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1, starting with verse 13, it says, and in the midst, this is the John here. Okay, this is John here. And it says, I turned to see the voice that spake to me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his feet, the garments that we are wearing right now, and girt about the pass with a golden girdle, short and oil. And it says, his ears were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. What do you watch really here?
Woolly hair, yeah. I think in the same scripture it says talking about his feet were bronze.
Yep, it says, and his feet like on the fine brass that they were burned across, the voice of the Son of many waters. What did it think? Jesus. This was the soft spoken man. Okay? The real way the Mashiach speaks, it says, and it was was, and they presented it. It was Mel Gibson, okay, and they had to re-edit the Passion of the Christ. That is actually so scary, okay. The disciples were afraid of soft-spoken old white man. He is an angry black man. Now, actually, he's on the street, beaten, humiliated by his own creation. Okay?
That's another context. There's another context where the Lord decided to come back.
Okay? We can also describe the Most High, okay? Which is God. Okay? But those are two separate beings. Okay? And he is so scary looking. He's so scary looking. He's shaking his friend on. How would they see it? He's gonna come float down from the sky, just come float in the sky. So I will bring this up here. Okay. And it says, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Now, why does it say when he comes back, the people that pierced him are all going to see him too? You know, reincarnation. Yeah. So whatever you did in the past life, you know, because of people rewarded in this life. So if you're not catching hell, the angel will okay? Everybody is going to come into their life. You might put something wrong about like this. You're going to be a runner, which I will be a boat into the exercise, all that stuff. So, you know, like that. Can you start by here? Right. Now, why are they going to because those people, okay? They're going to be alive today. They're all alive here today. But it says, and all the kindreds of earth shall wail because of you, even so, amen. Why? Why are they gonna? Why would the so-called white man and all the kingdom? Why would they wail if this guy's coming back? I mean, he's supposed to be some nice guy, right? Because when they know because these guys know who these guys are. I went to the doctor a few years ago when I was in the military. So we have to get checked all the time. We have to get tested with drugs and all that stuff. I went to get my annual checkup. And this doctor, it's like that. Yeah. Um, so he looked at me and said, "Do you know who you are?" I was scared. I go, "I don't know who you are." He goes, "You don't know who you are?" He goes, "You know who you are?" And he went on the pursuit to tell me. Now I already knew what I wanted to see like. He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You know people walking around this world with their options of God. This is a white man. Okay. And he's going on and saying, "What you people up here?" And he went on to go and talk about the fact that you don't know white people smile on the face of doing a job and just walking around and stuff. Because I see it. Here's the thing, this sort of people that knows exactly who you are, who we are. Why would they tell you? Exactly. Exactly. That's a spirit there, bro. That's a spirit right there. It doesn't. That's exactly how it is, like that. Yeah. And see, our people don't want to know that either because why? They don't feel like that's a benefit. Our brothers, you think brothers don't want to get away from it. They want to chase skirts. They're not going to come on here and stand up to go teach their people. Right. Let them know who it is.
No, I think it's elaborate what you're saying because, like I said, St. John 3rd chapter, Messiah, Abishai said, he spoke about how the light of his word is a burden to those who use up darkness. Darkness is called the evil. Okay, go to economy, all that madness. So, this is the only time that forces people to become Catholic.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a house.
Oh, yeah,
but one of the guys that told me is like what I can resonate with is like be restricted with yourself. That's kind of how I like to live. Because like you said, tonight is the Master Friday, the Lord. I think that's in this world that we have, everyone has everything, and like that's why we look. A lot of people look the way they do. Yeah. So like if you can control your desires, control what you eat, control the women you chase, be faithful to your partner, and all that. That's where God is. Like, that's what I feel like.
Yeah. And I'm going to get on this. I'm going to do this with you before you go with the people of partner. But this is also another doctrine that they put out there, Christianity like put out here. The man of the Asherah, Israel, was so called back to represent everybody here, all the men. We are entitled to have as much women as we can because we have. But there is an exception. There is rules. Now, there's two types of adultery. There's spiritual adultery with gods. That's adultery against the Messiah. Okay? So right here, you want me to man is found lying with a woman. Married to a husband. The woman is married. Okay? With a man. Yeah, they shall go from them die. This reason why you have that husband will come, that jealous husband coming. Okay? So someone says, well, my wife, guess what I'm going to do? They might get both give it yeah. Now maybe not the side and stuff like that. I might offside and give it a divorce and she's that because get that divorce. Okay. But under the new heavenly kingdom that will come, the Hebrew Israelite law, this is what's going to take place. When I read the husband okay, that's exactly what's going to take place. They are both she does not, it don't matter. And a woman is single, guess what? No, I'm not telling you, encouraging the other girls. I don't want you to lose your house and your stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just a bonus that you can have a I'm married. So I don't have the time. I don't drink. I feel it. I don't have the time, but I'm married. My wife knows that, and I let her know. I said, there's gonna come a time, and next time you stop by or you go online like that, even if you local road, you'll see that when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, the Lord things are gonna get so bad, and you're gonna twerking and all that stuff, and then judgment comes on us, because the judgment starts in the house of Israel from us. Okay, losing a job, house repossessed, car repossessed, no job, the welfare is cut off, and all that stuff. This is judgment the Lord is going to bring on us. All right? These women can lose their pride. So a woman that was normally looking at you, whatever, like that, make me when you go, please, senor, please, give me. I would have paid bread and food sauce for you. Because at that time, we could be like, look at you too. Because it doesn't matter what you see. Like, the Lord is going to say, 10, 20, 30, 150 your way. Okay? And guess what? They're all your wives. And you can farm every single one of them. Okay? That's just a bonus we give you.
Self-control is very beautiful. Because without self-control, okay, there's a lack of order. It's chaos. So that's why I said the earth is out of course. Because they have a saying, a theme of America, which is Babylon Great. And it says, liberty is just liberty is great. So they say, you have freedom to be whatever. Demons, perverse, demented, sadistic, just bug outs. Like man acting like a woman and vice versa. That's a abomination to the word of the Lord. Right? Right now. Now, this is 2 Peter chapter 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3, let's read all the way down to 8. Okay, it says, according as his divine power has given unto us all things that pertain into life and godliness, through the knowledge of him, says, okay, through the knowledge of him that hath called us to glory and virtue. So he says, through the divine power, he's given us all things that pertain to life and godliness through the knowledge of him, not the knowledge of the government. Okay, saying, for example, okay, not not the knowledge of the government indulging in politics, all that other foolishness. All right, 2 Peter 1 and 4, whereby are given to us an exceeding great and precious, whereby are given to us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. See that? And besides this, giving all diligence as to your faith, virtue into virtue, knowledge. Here's the point in verse 6. 2 Peter 1, 6, and to knowledge, temperance, and to temperance, patience, and to patience, godliness. Okay, for if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. So you're not unfruitful by indulging in the fruitful ways of life. Okay, which is written that's why Romans says, the page from the scriptures of things written aforetime for others, you may have hope. Okay, as I said, the scriptures, those who are reading this sound doctrine, but when all hell breaks, they're gonna have a full criticism. Okay, but Lord willing, us standing up here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we share what we have learned in the divine wisdom, not just faith, with the lost sheep of Israel, so-called black Hispanic people who brought the lost and God chose. Okay, hope to be grafted back in this race period. I will let you go on that.
Hey, you care if I take a picture of you guys? No? I don't know. No, that's cool. You can take pictures, signs. No, that's all right. I was just saying I always show my girlfriend.
But you actually have video with us. Because I got.
Okay, I can always go online.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah. So we're live. So,
on that website, I take a picture.
Yeah. Okay. So you got that. We're on here. Who knows? I mean,
so I'll check it out then.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, just go on there like that. So she'll
All right.
So what's your name?
My name is Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Rayal.
Okay. Rab. What? Nice to meet you guys. Likewise. You're right.
So the word which you would say when you leave it.
Are you catching on?
Okay, take care. All right, so we're gonna be going. So that's where we're going at right now. So the brother stopped by from his run. You probably heard this before. You've seen this before. So this is when you come on the highway and the byway, you get those that will see you. Curiosity, you know what they say in the world, curiosity kills cat, but in this case, curiosity can save your ass. Okay? And in this case, if the brother gets that, we know he wanted to, we don't expect him to be us. He's not. He's not gonna, so he wanted to take the picture because he wanted to, I don't know, whatever the case is like that, you saw those guys over there. But he's got a video that's gonna, hey, that's a lifetime thing right there now. To get the video itself, hearing the words of speaking because of the picture, man, it's just a picture like that. So, Lord willing, you are edified. As you can see right now, there's a massive amount of cars that are actually coming out here, lining up going here. These people coming from the gun show that's up here in El Paso, Texas. Because they're going on there to go see the latest sword to arm themselves with to slaughter each other with. And when they die, as pursuing the word the Lord Yahushua Mashiach said, my servants will eat. They'll have prepared all that food for us, which we will be grateful to the Lord Yahushua Mashiach who will eat for these stubborn, wicked unbelievers are prepared. Okay, you have anything else?
Yeah, I got this close. They started to mention how there's like hundreds of cars that have been driving by, but only one soul stopped looking. So this is St. Luke chapter 15, verse 7. I say unto you that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repenteth, more than over 99 just persons, which need no repentance. So people act like they shouldn't understand anything. Thereby, how shall I rebuke wicked scribes and Pharisees and then the chief priests of Israel, in the same Matthew 9 chapter, for example, they act like they were perfect. Yeah. So there's a lot of people death.
Yeah, okay. These are the same ones. Okay, when all hell breaks loose and they're looking for answers, and they realize that the government is full of absolute crap, and the government, this devil's going to pull out the horn and make it obvious that he's not the person to come to help your ass in that during the time when they got that chaos going on. They can be real. They can be very heavy-handed. Okay, and these people come over here looking highway about it. They can be looking for the non-traditional way because these pastors, cannot answer the questions. They don't have any wisdom. They don't have any experience. When you live a life of crookedness and deception, you have not been tested by the Lord. Both me and this brother, okay, have had various forms of tribulation. Come on, this side out. I have various forms of tribulation. Me, myself, like that, older than the brother here, okay, I've experienced more tribulation, okay, homelessness, brokenness, you name it. I've experienced that stuff. And so we see in the flip side of the shitty part of living here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, so when you do have a little something, guess what? Yeah, you just have it. Cherish it. You just cherish it and call it a day, knowing damn well, okay, we don't have our hopes here in this place. We have our hopes in getting on those chariots and getting the hell of this damn place. Okay, at some point in time, they can take away your car, they can take your house, they can take your shit. You have to run the bushes, whatever. Guess what? We're meant to be back. Because we understand that these things come. But these people are not. They're very prideful. Okay? And that's the reason why none of them will stop here because they think they're righteous, they think they know it all, okay, and they don't need the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. And this is the reason why if they want, will woe to those who go down to Egypt, okay, in Sodom, which is this place is Sodom, is a Sodom kingdom, okay, and in Egypt, which this place is the one bondage, because not only does it bondage you physically, it also bondage you mentally in your mind. Okay? So that's all we can do. All right?
So Spirit 2, Roman centurions rolled by and got marked. All right? Looking hard too. Anyway, you understand Jacob here earlier. He's going to how you were marked. I explained to him what that means. When these people pass the prophets of Yahweh Shai, which are the prophets of the Bible, okay, reincarnated, they're either marked for this. They're either marked for exemption from judgment, or they're marked for judgment. So because this part, there's two sides of the spectrum is true. this gospel and meeting good news is only for Israel. So another beautiful week coming out here in the highway hedges. It's an honor and privilege to come out here, you know what I'm saying, every single time, because there's no greater luxury than the duties of men, okay? We're seeing Ecclesiastes 12 chapter, man. That's what we live for, because outside of this, there'd be no reason to breathe.
Exactly. Not a damn thing. Okay, so Lord willing, you're going to find today. We're going to turn to the east. Give Paul the honor to
Yahweh, by Shem, Yahushua, by Shem, Gosh.
double honors to the teachers, elders, and the apostles of Great Millstone, also to the brothers that they're putting on the truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and the brothers and sisters that are tuning in.
Shalom, GTA, the Bible Ball, soon.
Very, very soon.